All right, what's up, guys? It is Derek, Gridiron Blitz. Y'all know the drill. Subscribe if you're new, all that stuff. Man, things are getting real. The Detroit Lions have been fortunate enough not to have any players on their team test positive for COVID, and they're heading into their bye week, week 5. So far, 4 teams have been affected by COVID-19 pandemic inside of the NFL during the season. We kind of forgot about this, with the fact that we got football in the first place. Now, football can't be like the NBA. It's just too big. You're talking about 1,800 players. That's a lot. It's a lot. There's 16 games a week. There's no way that the NFL could do a bubble. But for what they are and what they had to do, I commend them. They've done a fantastic job and of trying to keep this thing in check. They have wristbands and watches, biometric watches that take temperature, will tell people who's been around other people, who's been affected. And now Cam Newton, a big-name quarterback, National Football League player, has been diagnosed, and the Chiefs-Patriots game have been postponed to most likely Tuesday. Now, if no other players or staff are diagnosed with COVID-19, the game will probably happen. If they are, it probably won't. So it brings up the question for me. We got to week 4. We're done as of tomorrow with the first quarter of the season. And we did pretty well. But this thing can spiral out of control real quick, and the season could be in jeopardy. Now, I think that the NFL has mad protocol. I mean, to cancel the season is the absolute last resort. Think of it like this. When you play games, the home team and the away team they split the fan revenue. The people that come, the revenue generated by ticket sales, they split it, with the home team getting most of it. The NFL has lost that money over, and they have to spread out lost revenue over 5 years. So imagine if we don't play. Imagine every game, and then you have to take the preseason money that was lost as well, TV rights and ticket sales and things like that. So for the season to be shut down, it would have to take a catastrophe. I don't think the XFL, they didn't have what it took. They didn't have the backing. They didn't have the same footing, that the that the NFL has 100 years or so. You're talking about 1 year versus 100. But this thing got real quick. We're just skating along for 3 weeks, and then 2 teams in 7 days are contracted with COVID, players from the teams, which affects 4 teams and countless other people, because we don't know who's going to come out. I do believe in the next couple of weeks, there's going to be more and more teams that are postponed, more and more games, more and more people diagnosed. And it just reminds you that this thing is still here. It is still here. And no matter what you do, you can still get it. You know what I mean? You can wash your hands. You can wear a mask. You can practice social distancing. You can do, you can do all of those things and still contract this virus. This is a pandemic, ladies and gentlemen. That's what this is. This thing doesn't just go away. If your team contracts this virus, then you will probably be postponed for a few days because the NFL is losing money. Worst case scenario, they push you back a couple of weeks. 4 weeks in, we've lost 2 games. 2 games had to be altered from the Sunday schedule. More is coming. And it just, I hope Cam Newton and everyone else, the Titans affected by it, the Patriots affected by it. We had a member of ISN, the Dern, who was affected by COVID. And thankfully, he was able to recover. But this thing is still around, and we were distracted for a few weeks. But it is still here. So take care of yourself, guys. You've heard this for the last 6-7 months. But do your part. Wash your hands. Social distancing. wear a mask, all that other stuff. Hand sanitize. You got to do it all. You got to do it all. We got to do what we can to keep this thing down. And, you know, thankfully we were able to get football. A lot of people didn't think we were going to get it. And hopefully it can stick around. Like I said earlier, the last thing the NFL wants to do is shut the league down, because I don't know how long it's going to take them to recover. Imagine if you lost the entire season. You're talking about 15, 20 years. Easy. If it takes them 5 years to recoup revenue from lost ticket sales, imagine what it would take. 256 games, okay? And only 48 of those are done. The revenue that they would lose. So, guys, take care of yourself. I want to see everybody tomorrow for the Detroit Lions Saints watch party, 12:40 EST on the Gridiron Blitz. Let's have some fun. We'll also be streaming the night game as well. Shout out to Hollywood, 80 49ers fans, and all my other 49ers fans, Gilman and Gridiron Yuki, all those guys. And let's have some fun. My streaming schedule is about to open up, doing a lot of Tampa Bay Buccaneers games. So we're going to go back to having a lot of fun. You know, not just Lions. The Michigan Wolverines come back in 3 weeks, as a matter of fact, from today. So we got a lot of football left. Hopefully this pandemic, we can keep it, you know, and be done with this thing. You know what I mean? So take care of yourself. I want to see you guys tomorrow. And, yeah, peace out, guys.